So, it has come to my concern that Jack Ma essentially sold out his entire Alibaba position. Is that even real news, or is just fake news and more fear-mongering in the entire China climate itself? So recently, I've been prompted by quite a few of you to tell me to look into this entire idea and this entire issue of, hey, there's this rumor that Jack Ma essentially sold out everything, not even leaving one single piece or one single stock of Alibaba. And I really wanted to check out the entire veracity of this claim. And in retrospect, or at least before I do more research, I was quite dumbfounded by this entire news. Because if it's something that massive and that substantial, I believe most of the different media outlets out there like Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Financial Times, most of them will be the first to pounce at this entire news and definitely not miss out. But being an avid reader of Wall Street Journal and occasionally looking through Financial Times, I have not seen any of this kind of news remotely even concerning about Jack Ma selling out his entire Alibaba position. So it really piqued my entire interest, and I think I received around 2 YouTube comments, 2 private messages, and 1 ping in the entire Discord server. So it really intrigued me, and it's not only one news outlet, by the way. I think there was around 2 or 3 news outlets that actually demonstrated and actually talked about this entire issue of Jack Ma selling out everything. So before I start, I did create a Discord channel for all you bulls and bears of Alibaba. It's definitely a platform for you guys to discuss, debate, or even dispute different theses or different arguments. The primary objective of the Discord channel is really to create the entire network effect for people to share different articles, share different viewpoints, and for people to just create a community surrounding Alibaba, whether you love it or whether you hate the stock. I think we are all welcoming. So if you're interested, please click in the link in the description box down below. On top of that, I've also left my referral link for both Tiger and Momo Brokers. They're essentially a China brokerage firm that they're expanding aggressively worldwide, especially in the Singapore and Southeast Asia region. So for those of you who haven't created, what are you waiting for? You can click in the referral link that I left in the description box down below. They're essentially running a lot of different promotions right now, and in different time frames, they have different promotions. Previously, they're giving out Apple share. Right now, if I'm not wrong, they're actually giving out Pfizer shares. So if you're interested in getting all these free shares, please feel free to use my link. Ultimately, it's best to just earn the free money, right? With that, let's get right into today's topic. Now, this is from chinapress.my. I know at first I was quite skeptical about this entire website as well because it looks pretty not so well done, and it doesn't even look legit. It doesn't even look like a legitimate news media outlet. But it's written in Chinese, and if I'm not wrong, this company is actually owned in Malaysia because the entire ending of this website is .com.my. So I suppose the MY means Malaysia as well. So I believe this is in Chinese, and I do not want to waste my time translating the headline because it's not really of value, and you'll know why later. So if I'll just Google Translate, it states that the headline states that Jack Ma has no more shares in Alibaba! Exclamation mark. Square bracket, audio included, square bracket. So I'm not going to waste my time reading it out, but I think I just wanted to verify this entire claim and to really make this quick video to explain about this entire fake news problem. So this entire saga really started out because of these 2 different SEC 20F filing. So as you can see in this 20F filing, it's filed on the 9th of July 2020, and if I were to scroll down under the directors and executive officer, Jack Yun Ma, which is Jack Ma, owns nominally, and he beneficially owned around 1 billion share of Alibaba, which is around 4.8% of the entire equity stake. And for those of you who are interested, this asterisk just means that they beneficially own less than 1% of the outstanding share. So after looking at this, this was filed last year, and recently they filed another 20F filing because it's an annual filing on the 27th of July 2021. And you can see, hey, under the directors and executive officer, Jack Ma is suddenly missing. He's no longer on the list. And does it mean that he has sold out his entire position? So on first look, I believe that as intelligent investors, it's definitely a red flag that all these different shady news outlets are reporting this news, but all the mainstream outlets are not reporting. That's probably the first red flag. And secondly, if you were to look at this Discord channel itself, another friendly member of the community actually showed this the Poch Times, which I haven't even seen this news outlet before. The headline also states that Jack Ma no longer a shareholder of Alibaba, company's fiscal report, ... So it's essentially insinuating that Jack Ma essentially sold out and is no longer a shareholder of Alibaba. So if you were to really just take a look at this at face value, hey, the SEC from the previous year showed that Jack Ma has 1 billion share. The new filing states that, hey, Jack Ma don't have any share. So intuitively, you would think that, hey, Jack Ma essentially lost confidence in the company. Let's continue spreading the fear climate and fearmonger all the different shareholders out there. Jack Ma has lost confidence in Alibaba. All these different companies are this essential regulation and how the China is forcing Jack Ma to sell everything. Jack Ma doesn't even have control of his shares anymore. So if we were to really dive deeper and to understand this 20F filing itself, if we were to see, hey, who quantifies or who qualifies as the major shareholder? So under Section A, they states that the following table sets forth information with respect to beneficial ownership. So there are three different criteria, and they only have to match one in order to be under them. First, each of the directors and executive officers, our directors and executive officers as a group, and each person known to us to beneficially own 5% or more of our ordinary share. So as you can see under the directors and executive officer list, essentially all these people have been are part of the leadership team of Alibaba. As you can see under this leadership page from Alibaba's website, and you see Daniel Yong, Joseph Tsai, Maggie Wei, all these people are very substantial and very influential people that a lot of people in China knows them. And you can see right now in the entire filing itself, previously, even Jack Ma is considered under the director and executive officer. But in the newest filing, he's not. And why is that so? So I think in this entire CNBC article, it states the entire time frame and journey of Jack Ma in Alibaba's contribution. And you can see in August or in September 2019, Jack Ma stepped down as chairman. And after stepping down as chairman, they said that Ma intends to stay on Alibaba's board of directors until the 2020 annual shareholders meeting. And the 2020 annual shareholders meeting actually ended just last quarter because Alibaba reports their financial year or fiscal year in March. So in March 2021, that's the ending of the 2020 annual shareholder meeting. And Jack Ma will stop all his different engagements as directors and as board member. So as you can see, Jack Ma then will be removed from this entire list itself because he's no longer a director or an executive officer. And right now, if you were to look at it, greater than 5% beneficial owner. So SoftBank isn't part of the director or board member, but because they own around 24.8% of the outstanding share, which is around 5 billion of Alibaba share itself. And you can see Jack Ma from the previous time, he only owns 4.8%. So he himself also don't qualify for owning more than 5%. So definitely and intuitively, he wouldn't be in the list. So ultimately, this entire fear-mongering climate just means that Jack Ma doesn't qualify for the filing and they don't have to report him as a major shareholder. What's the point of saying that, oh, Jack Ma lost confidence and stuff? Which is also why, please always be skeptical with all the news outlet, regardless whether is it a small outlet, whether is it something that you have never heard before, whether is it even mainstream media like Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and Financial Times, The Economist and stuff. Always remain skeptical, and I think this entire idea, it's just a red flag, man. Just look at this website that it was posted. If I click back in, I think this entire article was removed, page not found. So what are they gonna do about it? I don't even know. And I'm really concerned when people really just believe in all this article and take whatever they say as plain truth and just look at it from face value. Please do more investigative work. It's not really that hard, to be honest. Just be a little bit more hardworking in how you consume your media and where you get your information from. Because you always understand, even in a different data system or even in the coding system, if you have garbage in, it's garbage out. So whatever you are feeding into your brain, if it's trash or if it's garbage, then it will also lead to trash or garbage kinds of action. So please remain skeptical and remain woke. With that, I hope you gain some value from this video. I'll see you in the next video, but more importantly, I'll see you on the moon. Goodbye!